Music by Mallow. This is a surf session with Hunter Hartman that we did.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is his music?
Yeah, his band, Mallow, provided the music for us.
He was shredding on this one.
So I feel like, whoa.
Oh, sick.
So he like caught some air.
He did.
This day. Have you ever caught air on a wave?
Yeah. I mean, I've done a couple in my life. It's just not very consistent.
I feel like landing it seems like it'd be half a miracle.
I think is it this one he did it on? Yeah. He did a round alley-oop.
Like a full like 360? Like
He did like a 180, but he didn't really land it.
The whole idea of like practicing that. I mean, you basically have to.
You gotta, like for me, I have to have the perfect section for it.
Yeah.
A guy like this guy, he can just do it on the lip on any wave.
He just generates speed
And he's riding like a board that's like 5'2".
Yeah.
Like a skateboard.
Just the whole idea of like getting good at that though, it means you have to like intentionally know you're gonna blow like 100 waves.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is. He probably grew up surfing beach breaks and just doing a millionaires, and never making them.
Yeah, because it's not an automatic the first bunch of times you do it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm doing some things over here. This is a day, I don't know what I did, but I remember I got hit in the face with the board this day. I don't remember how it happened, because it didn't look like the craziest, most difficult this day. I think I took the GoPro off the face.
It's a good session for my droning. I was getting really low and close.
And then it went in the drink.
Yeah. Like I'm like 5 feet away from Josh on that one.
Hey.
K4774 just followed.
Thanks for the follow. Look at that. Oh, I almost fired that off sooner than I was supposed to. Getting to the end of the music, I think. Is that the end? Yeah, that's the end.
Welcome to the Blind Surfer Show.
Fire off that. Fire off this one over here. Turn up the music a little bit. And we are here. What's going on, everybody?
Everyone. Hello.
I'm Pete. This is Petey the Penguin, and Brooks is back.
I'm back, baby.
I did not tell you. Were you watching or listening to the show at all yesterday, Brooks?
I did not catch it, no.
I took the surfboard off the back of the head twice.
Oh.
It as you've noticed, it's been kind of coming down from time to time.
It's really easy now, yeah.
So it's because I had it balanced on the cushion that we lean against. So what I did today, because the surfboard's not, I was trying to explain it in the show last night, it's not actually leaning on the wall. It's just kind of floating in space against the curtains and, and the very tip of the wall. Oop.
At SarahCam7808 tip $5 through Super Chat.
Thanks, Sarah.
Hello, Brooks, Pete, and all you gorgeous chat people.
What's
Please
up,
like,
Sarah?
share, subscribe, and lock in.
Thank you, Sarah.
Listen.
Sarah actually told me that she's trying to help me out. She told me, spoiler alert, that she sent me a bunch of like double-sided mounting tape, because I got to figure out how the heck to get this thing up there. Well, let me fire off my little sponsor commercial.
The Blind Surfer Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
So many buttons I gotta press over here. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you kicking us off with a super chat. I appreciate your encouraging the populace out there to like, share. Sharing is important. If you're enjoying this show, if you're having a good time, oh my God, I completely forgot. You know what I forgot, Brooks?
What'd you forget?
I completely forgot the chat.
Oh.
I gotta go over there and grab the chat.
Okay.
You can keep saying hi. I was like, hey, where's the chat? I forgot it. You say hi to people for a second.
How is everyone doing? Let's see who we got. We got Jane Doe TF2, Kathy Evans 3251. Welcome in. Brody Huggins J8K. Welcome in, guys. See what we got over in Twitch. We got Blind Husband. We got Sarah. We got Blind Fisherman. Sunrose 8. Everybody. ABC Jenny's here. Big Funny Giant.
I hear Angel Three Fries.
A lot of the good locals and the regulars that we love. But thank everyone for coming in.
Yeah, now I got.
Love you guys. We love seeing those familiar names and faces.
Now I gotta plug you guys in. I'll be able to get you up on the screen. Whoop.
Lola Topors just cheered 200
Hey, Lola.
bits. Hey Pete.
Yo.
Hey Brooks. Sorry I
Yo.
haven't been able to jump on this week. I finally started to feel better and so I spent 30 minutes trying to tame my monster of a rose bush and it set me back a couple of days.
Jeez.
Hopefully next week I will be able to join. Dinner is about ready so I will catch you next time.
Well, thanks for popping in to say hello. Banana's been doing the same thing. She's got a giant like orange rose bush out there, and she's been toying with trying to destroy it or bring it back to life. But every time she brings it back to life, a stupid squirrel comes along and eats the flowers. So the battle of gardening is real. So glad to hear that you're up and about. Hopefully you're eating something besides slurry and carrot juice. So thanks for stopping by, Lola. Let me.
on Rose 8.
Oops. What? Huh?
Jenny says miss you, Lola. See
It
you
works.
soon again,
All right.
hopefully.
I did get the chat working.
The blind husband
Heck
says so
yeah.
glad you could drop in, Lola.
Yeah, good to hear from
Sarah
Lola.
7808 says don't let those thorns get you out.
So Sarah, she did send some double. So I have to warn you, Brooks. What I did is because the surfboard that's behind us is basically just, it was kind of standing upright and leaning against the curtain with a little tip of the wall. And every time that we lean on the cushion, it would make it tilt forward. So what I did is I reached forward on the bottom of the couch and pulled the couch out about 3 inches and then put the surfboard on the back, like the hard part of the couch. So if you were to happen to lean back and hit it with your head, you might knock the surfboard behind the couch.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it's- okay.
So I don't want to do that.
yeah,
is what
now,
you're saying.
yeah, now there's like it's like wall gap couch, and it's sitting on the couch leaning against.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a big space back there, so it literally
Yeah.
could just fall through.
So I think if Banana comes in here and she decides to try and rearrange the surfboard, please don't let her,
I won't. I'll try to hold her back.
because it'll definitely fall behind us. Seemed like people were enjoying my so actually I have to ask you, with you and your fancy working eyes over there, with
Yeah.
me moving the couch, is everybody still in frame?
Yeah, we're all good.
All right.
Perfectly-
So I didn't
perfectly
move
in
it that
frame there.
much.
Uh-huh.
So now every day I have to design my own thumbnail because the world screamed at me about my use of AI, even though I was just using it to, whatever.
Even though every single YouTuber uses AI, and a lot of people just don't even recognize it.
Yeah, I'm bad at hiding it. I was just trying to grab screen grabs and make it look a little more poppy, but no, I'm not allowed. So I make my own thumbnails now. And one person where's the marker? In my short that I posted, I said, "Can a blind guy draw?" And then I wrote, join me on whatever the date was. And he's like, "He didn't even draw." I was like, whatever.
God forbid a blind man use technology to help him accomplish things he wouldn't be able to do normally.
That's what I was trying to say.
God forbid.
In my long 8-minute piece. And then the 8-minute rant ran and people were still like, "Yeah, but you're just destroying the environment." I was like, all right, whatever. So, but I think people actually liked my, my handwritten one.
They did, yeah. Seemed like it did well.
So I will write out another one. What time is it? It is
6:04 p.m.
6:04 in the PM. And I'm not going to be doing a show tomorrow. I have to wake up super early to do some actual work, some voiceover work. And so I'll be here on Friday. What if I write, "Wake up with this guy"? Would that work?
That'd be pretty sick.
All right. And then maybe I can try and, which way would it be facing? I'll need to point an arrow to the left. So I will write, "Wake up." Uh-oh, I lost my place. With this guy. G-U-Y. And I have to point the arrow left. Hopefully, I feel like I went off the page. No, I stayed on the page. All right. Let's see if that came out. And then I have to hold it up right here. And is it legible? Did it come out?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it's saying something else, though,
Okay.
instead of guy, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Now I'm gonna flip my glasses up and do a big smile. So this will be my thumbnail for Friday morning show.
Oh, that looks good.
There we go.
I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oop, thunk, and then I do that.
It smells. As soon as you got that marker out, woo!
Yeah. Now you get
Smell that thing,
getting
baby.
a little bit high.
Maybe I should take a little whiff on. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So that's how we do the thumbnails now. Thank you everybody for forcing me into a better idea. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's fun, I guess. I do have another, if I can get it working. I believe I've got another different text-to-speech voice running. So, these things take a second before...
And Luigi, yay tways at 5X on YouTube said.
It's SpongeBob now, huh?
It is
At
SpongeBob.
Brody Huggins. J8K on YouTube said, I'm 19.
All right. Good to know, Brody. You recognized it as SpongeBob right away?
At Matages Brown on YouTube said, if we can't
I
use
did.
AI, this is the next best thing.
Me, drawing.
Right.
Angel
you're
3 Fries on Twitch said Mr.
handwriting.
Bob.
Said Mr. Bob. Oh, Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob.
Sunrose 8 on Twitch said Tom
Oop.
Kenny is the best.
I like this one better than
Fries just
Kermit.
redeemed 90 seconds of only the text-to-speech chat.
All right.
So it's time for Pete to shut up.
So we're going to have to do 90 seconds of just text-to-speech. We'll get the timer rolling. But here's the question. So I've got the SpongeBob voice. Who just redeemed that? I was talking over. Did you hear?
It was
On Twitch.
Angel Fries.
All right. So maybe Angel Fries can pick. Do you want 90 seconds of the cloned Pete voice text-to-speech? Do you want 90 seconds of the SpongeBob voice? Or do you want 90 seconds of the regular chat leady voice? If you or anybody else wants to weigh in which one they want to hear for 90 seconds, and then we can fire that off. So that's a person that watches on Twitch. They redeemed 4,000 channel points to get me to shut up for 90 seconds and just listen to the text-to-speech. Oh, what was that one? Someone was asking for a particular voice, I think.
I didn't see that one.
I just heard voice at the very end of
Let's
it.
see, 1 second.
My chat is super slow. Hopefully the chat's...
Voice. Okay, there's 3 chats I'm looking at.
Okay. Why is... Now my chat's... not-
We want the dramatic Pete Gustin voice.
Well, that's... I don't have a drum... I actually...
Glyn Dispin says
there
the
we go.
dramatic Pete Gustin won.
I actually deleted that one today.
FHFJDHRHF says, did you know there was 200 to 600 seeds in a cantaloupe?
I didn't know that.
Angel 3 Fry says Pete voice.
Okay, the Pete voice. So we'll do
Deadlift
the Pete
Fisherman
voice.
27 says he or she said Pete.
All right, so I'd uploaded a dramatic Pete voice, but it just sounded like it didn't have the trailer exclamations to it. It just sounded like I was being breathy and creepy. And I didn't like it. So, all right, we'll use the regular Pete voice, and as soon as it starts talking, I'll shut up for 90 seconds. Set timer for 90 seconds. Once it starts talking, I swear it's gonna start talking. This thing is it's a fun little service, but it.
Siracum 7808 on Twitch said, "Okay, y'all better make this good."
I like this one a lot.
At Brody Huggins, J8K on YouTube said, "Yep, I recognize the voice immediately." The Blind Husband on Twitch said Pete lost Twitch. Twitch loves Pete. It's a big, happy family. Angel 3 Fries on Twitch said Pete, Penguin, Pandemonium. At Horace Dude Punk on YouTube said, "This is one of the first live streams of yours I actually tapped on the notification for. Just wanted to say hi." At Tharinu on YouTube said, "Let the real Pete speak to us. Come on, guys. Don't make him stop talking." Sunrose 8 on Twitch said, "Pete, you need to learn that people worth listening to don't go around shouting at randos online for things they don't agree with." The Blind Fisherman 27 on Twitch said, "Some would say 90 seconds is a long time." Angel 3 Fries on Twitch said, "Mr. Bob is gonna drive me crazy." Saracam 7808 on Twitch said, "Pete, have you repented on your views on Ogre, like women with wide shoulders?" Arroba LT Iron Fox on YouTube said, "Hello, Matejas."
Why did it say
Califresh
Aroba?
420 on TikTok said, "Hi, everyone."
What's up, TikToker? I like that the TikTok.
The
guy-
Blind Husband on Twitch said,
I'm
"If you really like the content, you would be on Twitch to join the community."
Yeah, I agree with that.
At Zachman
robot
SM on
voice.
YouTube said, "I, Pete Guston, will give my viewers $100.
Pete Guston.
Unfortunately, it wasn't me. Pete
At
Gustone
Pokemon Trainer Austin on YouTube said,
YouTube.
"This is a blind guy reboxing."
We did a blind guy reboxing. Hold
The
on.
Blind Fisherman
I gotta stop.
27 on Twitch said it's behind.
I know it's for some reason, there's only so much I can control. But there we did. Thank you, Angel 3 Fries. You give me a 90-second break of talking. Pete Guston will give everybody $100. And yes, the whoever said that I need to not pay attention to people that are screaming at people online. It's just hard not to. Yeah, I don't know. I take all that stuff kind of personally. So, Brooks, in the news today, in the news this week, I should say, I found out something worse, I think worse than being blind.
What's that?
Like a lot of people, people love to ask me hypotheticals. They're like, would you go deaf if you could get your eyesight back? Like, would you lose all your money or pay all the money you have to get your eyesight back? People love giving me these hypotheticals. I came across a dude in the news today who just last week went through surgery because his name is Michael Phillips, and he suffers from a very serious disorder called, get ready for it, micropenis.
Oh boy.
Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah.
It's a real thing.
I think I may have seen the YouTube video on this guy, but yeah.
This dude, when fully ready to perform, was 0.38 inches.
Oh my God.
That is so not even half an inch. So, and apparently when he wasn't ready to perform, it would go like up inside him. Like it didn't protrude at all.
Oh.
And that's what he's been living with for his whole life so far. And they did a procedure, a 3-hour procedure, where they injected him with something similar to Botox, basically. And it's a semi-permanent procedure, but not a fully permanent procedure. And it makes it so that it at least sticks out as opposed to in right now. And so it's supposed to make urination easier for him.
Oh no.
Because he had to like fish it out when he wanted to do it. As I'm talking about it, I'm like, this is a grosser story than it was when I was just listening to it through text to speech. But I started thinking, like, because people do that to me all the time. They give me like these like hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do? Like if someone told me I could have my eyesight back, but I would have to be micropenis.
Ugh. That's tough, dude. That's a tough life. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably, yeah. That is a hard question.
I feel like it's tougher.
It's a soft question.
I think it's hard. You think it's soft. I mean, either way, it's. I don't know. Like you see 24/7. Like you walk around using your eyesight 24/7. You use that thing not quite as much.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be a tough life, I think.
I think it would be, apparently, and this dude, Michael Phillips, like, God love the dude for going out into the media and, like, putting his name to this disease. He's, like, trying to raise awareness of it. And he's like, hi, my name is Michael Phillips, and I have a micropenis. And he's telling people that 1 in 1,000 men suffer from micropenis.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what's the definition, right?
Less than an inch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, okay, that's not even what I thought it was, but yeah, that's nuts.
That's all it is. Just nuts.
Nice.
Thank you. But so 1 in 1,000. So you've met 1,000 guys in your life, haven't you? Between high school and college and work and just people.
Definitely, yeah.
That means that some guy that you've met and there's a chance that some guy you met suffers from that. I feel like if I say it one more time, TikTok's going to take me down. Micro P. But that means that one, and there's no way you'd know. Like I can't imagine they'd run around. There's the hip hop artist, Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
But I think his is just small. I don't think he has micro going on. I don't know what made me think of that. People being like, people are always asking me like, would I do this to get my eyesight? I think, I don't know. Hold on, I gotta check this real quick. We got voicemails coming. We'll do some of those in a little bit. I don't know. I really don't want to be blind anymore. I really don't. But that would be a really tough choice.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was gonna say which one's worse, I think I would rather take seeing, but not to be mean about your situation, but it would be a terrible thing to see and then not, because then you could see all these ladies or whatever you're into, and you just can't
do anything about it.
Yeah, so I don't know. That might be worse actually. That might be worse.
I mean, again, like I can walk around. If I could walk around all day, every day seeing, and then have to deal with that.
I don't know. Yeah. That's tough, man. That's a tough question.
I can't make the call. Yeah. I
Anyone out there who's got a, we'll call it an MP,
MP.
call into the show,
Any-
and we can pose this question to you.
Yeah, if you want to dial 760-517-6844, you can use a fake name. Say, hey, my name's Little Johnny, Little Jimmy, whatever.
Call into,
Want to leave a message?
call into the MP hotline.
Like, if you put it, if I wish I could get Michael Phillips on the show because I'd ask him. I'd be like, what if you could have something 8 inches, but you'd go blind?
I mean, yeah, I'd be interested to hear his response. I
love.
mean, does he seem like a sad guy? I guess that's my question.
I mean, I only heard him talking about his micro wang in news clips, so he didn't sound super excited about it. I don't know what the rest of his life is like, but now that he's gone out there and blurted it out, I'm assuming that the dating world is gonna be relatively well. I would assume it's going to be shut down, or maybe there's some freaks out there.
I feel like there's at least a couple ladies out there that think it's cute or something.
Cute, yeah. I call him Mini Me, Micro Me.
I mean, oof, bro. That's a tough life, man. I gotta say, the hard thing about that is it is like your height, like you can't control it. But at least if you're like a shorter dude, or you're not, like super tall, you can make up for it in other ways. Right?
Yeah.
If you got an MP, then you're cooked.
You can't go out on you can't just spring that on a woman.
You literally can't spring it.
But there's no way that at the end of if it goes that direction, you bring her back to your place. You can't just be like, oh, by the way, I mean, if you're 5'6" or something, you're wearing lifts, and she thinks you're like 5'9" maybe, and you kick off your shoes, she might be like, what the hell?
Yeah. At what point in the date do you bring that up?
Yeah. Well. I don't know. I feel like you got to lead with it. I feel like you have to lead with it.
It's got to be in your Facebook profile. It's got to be in your dating profile.
Yeah, my name is Michael Micro Weenie.
You might as well go on a podcast and proclaim it, just so anyone who's into it'll know about you and they'll reach out.
Because that's the only way. That one can't. Oh, we have. So all right. I don't normally do this. Hold on, because I feel like someone just left a voicemail.
Okay.
I have a new voicemail.
We have an MP here.
That's what I'm curious about. How do I get to the? Oh, all right. Let's. Is it gonna play? Oh, do I have to tap play or something?
Hey Pete, weighing in on the MP debate. Being a lady, I'm wondering just how would he perform in the bedroom per se? I don't know if I could choose either being blind or having to deal with that or any health issue with lady parts. So yeah, that's that. Talk to you later.
I was thinking it was going to be someone calling up being like, I suffer from micro P and please don't make fun of me. I mean, the question is, how would he perform? He wouldn't.
He would. I mean, he would use another thing on his body, most likely. Too.
Oh my God! And how embarrassing would that be? Then you have to have an extra apparatus in the room. Have I just derailed my own show? Did the numbers of the show just like disappear?
No, people are loving it. I think.
Out of all the things, hold on, we can.
I love how she used MP. She knew.
Yeah, she knew.
Smart.
Let's see if I put up. Should we have SpongeBob talking about it?
Yeah, we should have SpongeBob.
Let's see if I can get SpongeBob weighing in and talking to us a little bit about it. I don't think Banana's hurt. I don't think
The Blind Fisherman 27 on Twitch said micro penisism.
It's a funny one for the first
At
one.
Brody Huggins, J8K on YouTube said, does anyone here in the chat know the series? The Loud House on top of that. Does anyone know the character Luna Loud? She plays guitar, and she's like 15 years old.
You know about that?
No.
Call
He's
sign.
asked like 4
Elliot
times
on
in the
TikTok
chat.
said, I love the MP debate.
Okay. I mean, thank
At
God.
Luigi J2Z5X on YouTube said, this is so random.
Yeah, it is random. This is
Angel 3 Fries on Twitch said, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Nice. Good reference.
Oh, is that
The blind husband on
That's a
Twitch said,
SpongeBob
my
thing.
voice really sucks. I'm just a sponge, and even I don't like my own voice.
Well, I think a lot of people
Donut
like
Blind
his,
on
like
Twitch
his
said,
voice.
what if she's bigger? What would that really mean?
geez.
Does she wear that pants?
But, should I call up this voicemail
on
too?
Twitch said, "Greetings from Quebec. My father was completely blind. He lost his sight when he was 25.
We
He
should have
still
another
continued to ride
voicemail
motorcycles
from
and ATVs with a
Sarah.
passenger, and he built a clock that took him 1,200 hours. He repairs
you know
cars.
what I can do?
He was a go-getter, just like you. Keep it up. You're a legend.
Thank you.
My father didn't have a micro penis."
Just to clarify.
At AJM's Tunes on YouTube said, "This is the first time I've been recommended one of your lives.
What, that's-
100% would not have clicked on this if it was a generated thumbnail.
All right.
Lol.
Well, that's
also,
good.
what a convo to join on. I'm cackling.
I
Call sign
started you
Elliot
guys
on
off on a
TikTok
weird
said,
one.
"I am Bob LaPonge."
What is Bob LaPonge?
I don't know what that is.
All right, so now I've plugged this into the system. You know, did Sarah say she left this voicemail?
Yeah.
This is an unscreened voicemail. Tap play on that for me if you could.
Yep.
It should play.
Play button.
Oh, sorry, I have to turn off
Accessibility.
text to
Voiceover
speech. Try that one more time.
I will just leave a story about the first time I encountered this situation. It was in the hospital, and it was in nursing school, actually. And it was so small that we couldn't find it. And
my,
the
what?
nurse that was training me was like, "We're going to need a pediatric catheter, probably one for the babies." And I was so embarrassed for the guy.
Oh
I just feel bad for guys that go through this.
Brutal, dude.
Yeah, that's rough. And then he's got to know when he's going into the hospital. He's got to go. He's got to have a bunch of nurses look at it and know it's going to be something like that.
My question is like back in the day, like maybe like in the Roman times, right, where we were all walking around with our things out. You know what I mean?
I think Romans wore clothing.
But
Toques.
they're hanging out in bathhouses.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, they kind of knew each
Yeah,
other's.
a lot of housing going on.
Like, did that immediately just were people just like, oh my gosh, like you're a freak of nature? Like, would that immediately just have, you would have just been an outcast from society?
Well, I would assume that if you were, MP Roman times guy,
Yeah.
you didn't go to the bathhouse. But I feel,
Oh, you probably didn't.
yeah, like
You just avoided it.
right,
Everyone
exactly.
would be like, dude, why aren't you at the bathhouse? Like, you're like, I just don't like the water.
Right, right. But everything back then was all like cursed, like the gods have cursed you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what would they think of you? Like,
If you were the parents that gave birth to it, you'd definitely be like the gods have cursed. Now I don't know.
why would they have just thrown you in the river?
Well, that's kind of what I'm curious about. Like, would they be like, this one's defective? Let's get another one.
Or if you're like in a tribal situation, and like in the deep jungles of the Amazon, and you're born that way, or you start growing up and people see you, that you have an MP situation. Are you somehow, or are you considered a eunuch? Like, what's I just wonder if how different civilizations, societies view people with this issue.
I just can't imagine anybody would ever. I mean, you try and keep that to yourself as much as possible, but I do feel like the parents make a big deal out of it. Like, oh no, we angered the god of Johnson's. Like,
Sunrose says Romans considered small PP a sign of intelligence and big PP animalistic.
there's a whole thing I could go into about that, but it ends up being a race discussion, which I won't get into. And I'm not sure if that statement is entirely true. It's that one has been rewritten a handful of times throughout history to try and portray different things. I would honestly say that I don't think anybody throughout any point in history has ever said, mine's smaller, I'm better. I do.
Well, maybe they said it because they were coping.
I guess.
Right? They're like, well, I'm smart because it shows I'm smart.
I guess.
It's a tough discussion to have.
Yeah, thank goodness Banana isn't here for this one. She would not be down for this conversation.
Well, we're just talking about science right now.
Science. I keep going back and forth. I feel like asking me. I want to ask the other guy. I want to get Michael Phillips on this show because I literally can't answer the question. I effing hate being blind. Like, I can't stand it. Like, it makes everything so hard. But I don't, if I was walking around, and it's not technically it's not that big of a deal. I can't stop using size related words. I mean, technically it wouldn't rule my whole life. Like, I could travel. I could see things. I could have Banana not guide me down the street. I could surf with you as a friend as opposed to someone that you're responsible. There's so much that I could do if I got my eyesight back. But if I was walking around with a pea-sized carrot,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to enjoy it.
Well, if you look at the world, right?
I'm trying, but I'm blind.
If you understand the world,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
put it that way. You think about how much money is spent on researching pills that make a man virile. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like, it's one of the things that men spend so much time and money on in the history of the world. Every society you go to, they have millions of different concoctions and
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you buy like
goat
pieces
weeds.
of whales or
Yeah, I mean, there's
shark fin or something like that.
if you go to like Mexico or something. I mean, here in every gas station, right? You go up to the front and they've got the rhino, tincture.
Yep.
They got all types of things here. It's in our face everywhere, and most of the money in the pharmaceutical industry goes to that.
Yeah.
Either making people skinny or making things bigger. So it really is. It's one of the most important things in the world because actually it does keep our
it keeps
our-
population going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is. We're joking about it, but it is an extremely important issue in the long run. It's just not talked about.
I mean, I'm aware that it's not a hereditary thing because that just wouldn't work. It's just bad luck of the draw. One in 1,000.
Genetics.
Now, this is, again, I don't think Banana would be interested in this conversation, but I would like to. Sorry, I just keep getting a pile of messages. Is it another? Banana says, "What's the length of the show looking like? It took forever to get into the pool." I'd be like, well, we've been a little sidetracked talking about hold on a second. I mean, so what time is it now?
6:27.
We'll probably be here for a while still, period. If you want to come in later, great, period. No rush if you'd rather just chill in the pool, but we will be here for some time still, right?
Yeah.
Send that off to her. What was I going to say? What the hell was I about to say? Wait, what the hell was I going to say? Women. I've heard from multiple women that they feel like they can tell, like when you're out and you meet a girl, you can basically tell what her figure looks like. I mean,
definitely.
There's like padded bras and stuff, but you get a basic sense. But I've always figured there's no way women know what's going on with a guy, but Banana and other women that I've known throughout my life, they're like, you can just tell.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
I don't know how you can just tell.
There's other stereotypes that they understand that we don't, that I guess hold true.
It's and they don't want. She says, "Okay, have fun." She'll let us know. So I think the reason women don't want us to know the telltale signs is because then we could like manipulate them.
Right. I mean, I think some guys, when they know they got it, then they know how to flaunt it. If that makes sense.
I think a correlation is thick eyebrows. Just saying, thick eyebrows correlates to good size.
I've heard big nose. I've heard big hands.
You know what they say about big feet?
Big, tall and lanky. I mean,
big shoes.
I don't discuss these things, but I've heard these things before.
I do wonder if say Michael Phillips there, the MP spokesperson apparently was out at a dance club. Would women be able to look across the bar and be like, "Yep, I can tell less than 1 inch"?
Well, I know if you wear sweatpants, that can be a thing, right? Like it can kind of show it off a bit more. So.
Oh.
It's like the male version of wearing a push-up bra.
Yeah, but
if you
Yeah, but here's the double-edged sword of that. If you're wearing sweatpants in public and you have something to show off, cool. But you're the dude wearing sweatpants in public,
right? I mean, it's a double-edged sword, right? It kind of shows you don't care, about society and its expectations, but it also means maybe you don't have a lot of class. I don't know.
Banana, the town that Banana grew up in, I guess I won't call it out by name because I'm about to call out an entire town as being elitist. The town that she grew up in was next to a town that was not as financially well off in it.
Well, I have to read this chat really quick.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Adonis3816 says, "Bro, listening to this My girlfriend is looking at me weird. You're welcome, Adonis.
Yeah, Adonis with the name like that. I'm assuming that your MP stands for macro, not micro. So
Right. We're just goofing tonight, guys.
What are the numbers, Brooks? Have I scared?
17 on Twitch.
All right, well, so it's three less than usual.
17 on portrait and 24 on landscape. That's
Wow,
really good.
landscape is the landscape. All of a sudden, I started doing the hand drawn thumbnails, and the landscape's like where it's at. Thanks for joining, people on TikTok. Brooks doesn't monitor you, but we hear you in the chat.
Sorry, guys.
When I decide to put that up.
3816 says ag.
Ag.
Sandor says haha.
Aha. Why did he say ag?
I mean, maybe we got him in trouble. I don't know.
On the first date, ladies.
Yeah. So I was going to tell you about that.
Elliot says I left a voicemail earlier and Pete skipped over it.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I wasn't intentionally trying to. I can try and get back to it. Do you think was it related to the MP debate?
At SarahCam 7808 says have him wear sweatpants on the first date, ladies.
Oh, she was saying intentionally have him wear sweatpants on the first date.
That would be a funny request.
Oh, that would be. So just real quickly, the town that Banana grew up in called the guys from the town over, called them sweaties. And I was like, why? Like, why do you call them all a bunch of sweaties? I'm like, are they all just like gross, sweaty guys? And she's like, no, they all go out in public wearing sweatpants all the time. Like,
you know the type.
It was a blue collar town. They're wearing their Adidas shell toe sneakers and and their sweatpants, and they're at Dunkin' Donuts waiting for their coffee black with a Krella.
Right. I used to wear sweatpants in public when I was like in college.
Oh, in college?
I like didn't care.
Huh. I don't know. I don't
actually own any sweatpants right now. So
Banana got me some for the winter around here, but they came with the caveat. She's like, these do not go out in public.
Yeah.
That, and then the Crocs that Matea sent me, those are also not allowed to go out in public.
You got to wear both at once.
Oh my God, Crocs and sweatpants.
That's the ultimate combo. That's actually the chef combo. Like guys who are like line cooks. That's how they dress.
Oh, I had one of my friends, Bill, was working in a kitchen. He enjoys cooking, took up a job in a kitchen.
Yeah.
And something happened with the what's it called? Like the grease trap.
Yeah.
And he did tell me that. He said he was wearing Crocs. I was like, why? He's like, I don't know. Everybody in the kitchen
Everyone in the kitchen wears Crocs. I don't know why that's the thing. Because I feel like, you could spill oil on your foot or something.
That's exactly what he did. He spilled the grease trap on his
Makes
foot.
no sense to me.
And I forget whether he said the Crocs melted or not. I wonder if they're melt proof or not. But he said that he got like really bad burns on his
They're
foot.
rubber, so I wouldn't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
But if you were wearing like boots, I'd try and be as protected as possible. Especially like in kitchens. I listened to that show called what the hell was it about the chefs in Philadelphia? What was that?
It's not Kitchen Confidential, right?
No. It was a drama. Oh God, what the hell's the name of it? I can't think of the Bear.
Oh yeah, great show.
Yeah, and that one, oh my God, listening to that show, it was pretty good. Just listening to it, not being able to see it.
Oh, they're slip proof. That's why people wear Crocs.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's also there's plenty of slip proof sneakers out there.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, listening to the kitchen scenes in The Bear, people were constantly like behind you, around the corner, da da da.
Yeah, behind.
Like I feel like there'd be a lot of like toe stepping going on. If you're in Crocs, you're just not getting like a lot of protection.
I think the other thing is Mateo Brown makes a good point that you can stay on your feet for like 12 hours in a Croc, and they're pretty comfortable,
Well, I've heard that nurse sneakers are also pretty comfortable.
Nurse sneakers?
Nurse shoes? Like, we have a bunch of
them. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they are. They're like these just like not so fantastic looking white shoes with like really, really comfortable soles. I do a lot of work for the NFL. In the past week, I have read so many sponsors, so many teams. Skechers has had this huge ad buy for the new NFL season. Every team that I work for, it's like week 1 of the NFL is brought to you by Skechers slip-ons. Like every team has taken money from Skechers for the slip-ons. And when I heard about those shoes, so these are shoes, you don't have to tie your shoes anymore. Basically, the back is kind of like it's like kind of elasticized. You just pull the back and you slide in, and then you're in your shoe. And I was like, that sounds super convenient. And Banana goes, you're not an 80-year-old grandma. You can't wear Skechers slip-ins. It's like, okay, I guess Martha Stewart is one of their spokespeople. So they came out, and they're apparently, they came out with Martha being the spokesperson. So I thought they were gearing it towards older folks, but the fact that they're trying to sell them to the NFL audiences, I guess they're trying to young it up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of made a comeback. Skechers has.
Yeah.
They went out of favor for a while, and then now they're kind of cool again. Like they're in all the nice shoe stores.
Two sneaker questions for you. One,
Sure.
What are your thoughts on New Balance?
Well, I'm not personally a fan, and yes, I feel like I know where you're going with this, but they used to be the old man shoes, like the classic brown New Balances.
Well, I kind of remember in the 80s when they came out, they were literally gearing it towards like stay-at-home moms. Like all the commercials were like moms going out for like a little power walk with their headband on.
Oh.
And that's what they came out. And I feel like, back then they were like, oh, this is going to be our niche. We're going to break into the market like that. And I feel like anybody my age that was watching commercials, and I feel like it was like the late 80s, they were definitely like the shoe or the sneaker of the active housewife. And I was like, okay.
I've never heard that, but that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you and I were a handful of years apart, so I had a different experience watching TV in the 80s than you did in the 90s. But then like I fast forward, I was a Red Sox fan. I remember the 2003 season, Dustin Pedroia, who was like, ended up being a captain of the team. He was on the World Series team, like a popular baseball player, and he was like a big New Balance guy. I'm like, what? Like, how did they end up? So you think of them as an old man thing. I think of them as a housewife shoe. Are they cool?
Yeah, now they're cool again. Like people like them.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I always knew them as like the grandpa. There was like this one model of it that was this brown, like light brown, and every old guy had them.
Yeah.
But now they're cool and hip again.
I'll tell you 3 shoes that I remember from the late 80s, early 90s that were super cool, and you tell me if you've even heard of any of them. Have you ever heard of British Knights?
No.
British Knights had a little metal diamond on the side of it, and it said BK. And they came with the Union Jack in a box with the Union Jack, the British flag. And they were so super cool because they had this little metal diamond. I've actually got a box somewhere in this office that I got my very first and only pair of BKs in. I believe they went out of business. Can you Google that? Is British Knight sneakers still in business? The other one was Asics.
Oh yeah, Asics, yeah.
Asics gels was like a super cool shoe that came out in I think in the early 90s.
Yeah, British Knights are still
They are
in business.
No way. Oh, I feel like I want to get a pair. Like that would be like super retro.
Their website doesn't really work, so.
Oh, that's not very good.
I don't know how in business they are.
Okay. It was so cool to have like the little diamond on your shoes. There was a pair of sneakers that I'm actually going to give you 4 of them. There was a pair of sneakers that I don't think anybody bought ever at all. It was a random company decided to make sneakers. The ski brand Head?
I don't know that one.
Is a brand that made skis and ski clothing, and one year they decided to make sneakers, and my mom bought them at like a bargain basement store. It was called Building 19 and a half, and she's like, hey, I got these sneakers. They were like $12. I was like, great. But I was wearing them to school, and I had to like make it cool, and people like looking at my sneakers, everybody else is wearing like Reebok, Nike, like normal stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I got Head. And then like I had to lean into it so hard, I made my mom go back to Building 19 half. I'm like, get me another pair. These are going to be my shoes. I'm leaning into it. These are going to be my shoes. I'm going to rock these things. But the one that everybody had to have when I was in eighth grade was the Reebok Pump. Did you know that one?
I've never heard that one.
You've never heard of the Reebok?
Oh wait, was it? There actually a pump on it? Yeah, I remember those.
It was the whole campaign. It was all the basketball players that be so there was a half circle, a half sphere on the top front of the tongue, and you'd reach down, you'd press it, and it was a basketball, it was a little basketball, and you'd press it and it'd go,
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And it would blow.
What year do you think that was?
89.
Oh, wow. Okay.
90. I mean, they were around for a while.
Yeah, because I remember maybe it was like in elementary school that I remember those. But yeah, they were still around when I was a young kid.
It blew up what it did is it blew up the tongue. It didn't like blow up the shoe. You weren't like pumping up the bottom or anything, but it blew up the tongue to make it a little more, it fit a little better. So you'd sit there and you press the half basketball until the air went in. And when you want to like take your sneaker off, you press the release button next to it and it would go. I ended up sailing with one of the engineers on that project. And so their like, what's it called? Their top of the line shoe was called the Reebok Hexalite Pump. And in the bottom of the shoe, it was a bunch of little hexagons that you could see, like clear hexagons.
Yeah.
And you could see, it was like kind of clear. You could see into the shoe. And this engineer on the project, worked for Reebok. He's like, the marketing people came to us with an idea, like, let's use hexagons because they sound cool. And he's like, a hexagon is the dumbest structure to use. Oh, someone's redeeming something.
Jenny just redeemed blind guy taste test.
Oh, all right.
Time for Pete to grab a goodie from the bucket.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, ABC Jenny.
Go.
Do that in 1 second, but just to finish that thought, he's like the hexagon literally, it has 6 weak points basically. Like if you lay it flat and you stomp on it, it like could collapse. And he's like, the engineers tried to tell the marketing people from Reebok, like, we should do like a circle where it's like evenly distributed, or basically anything other than a hexagon. And they were like, no, it just sounds cool. And the marketing people won, so they came up with the Reebok Hexalite Pump. It was the first pair of sneakers that I made my mom buy me that cost $100.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, all sneakers are at least $100. ABC Jenny did redeem the blind guy taste test. So
it's time now for a blind guy taste test.
Jenny did that because she is a constant watcher of the show on Twitch. And when you watch on Twitch, you get to accrue channel points. And with your channel points, you can do things like make me shut up, make me do stuff in a voiceover voice, or you can allow me / make me have a treat. And that is what she redeemed right there. Anybody else wants to come on over to Twitch and follow, that is Pete Gustin, at Pete Gustin on Twitch. Just by watching, you can have access to all sorts of cool stuff, including fun emojis and channel points. Brooks, do you want to dig around and pick out something cool? I feel like I'm gonna have to replenish this box. If you find them in there, you should have one. There's sour Skittle gummy center, which is what I had last night.
Skittle gooeyes.
Yeah, Skittle gooey.
Yeah,
you should try one of those. I almost couldn't stop eating it.
Yeah, I love this kind of stuff.
Have you ever had the gooey center one before?
I don't think so.
I get mildly nervous with them eating stuff like that with this new microphone, the Neumann TLM 103, because it's so sensitive. I feel like I'm eating and people are just listening to me be like,
they want that's the ASMR.
All right. What does that stand for? Does it stand for anything?
I don't really remember.
Yeah, I feel like
Petey's
about to wipe out.
Sorry, I'm trying to find something here.
If there's anything, I feel like I'm going to need to replenish it in the next couple days because I think
there's not a lot of interesting stuff.
We're down to the dregs.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to have to reposition so that I can get in the right position here.
Digging. A friend of mine in high school, he got the Reebok Hexalite Pumps tennis edition. Well, the cool kids were wearing the basketball one. You pumped up the little basketball. His had a tennis ball on it, and instead of those being $100, they were like 90 or 92 or something like that. And I was like,
that's cool.
I was like, well, they are the Reebok Pump, but you got a tennis ball on them. That's kind of weird.
All right, we're just gonna go with 2 different types of high chews.
Ooh, okay. I like high chew. Can I try I'll try and guess the flavor?
Yeah. Here's 2 different packages.
Okay.
And you can try to guess the flavs.
All right. So thank you, ABC Jenny. Is it just me, or are you getting like toasty in here?
It's a little warm.
I have the AC running it, and the most it can handle. How do you open this thing? I should keep the knife on the couch, or maybe not. That could be a bad idea. All right, there we go. I got this one open, kinda. There we go. Okay, I'll give you one first. There you go.
Thank you.
And one for me. We'll figure out what flavor this is. They're usually pretty spot on. Like, once you know what it is, you're like, oh yeah, it tastes exactly like that. And a high chew, it's kind of like gum, kind of like a Starburst, kind of like a Now and Later. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh,
You know what this is?
damn it. I should know what this is. It's a really obvious flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. I should know. It's one of the, it's a candy version. It doesn't taste like the fruit that it is, but it tastes like the candy version of the fruit that it is.
You know this, Pete.
Yeah, I do.
You know this.
It's not. Is it orange? No. What color?
Hold up the that doesn't show.
Okay, hold on.
Hold up the whole package.
Oh my god! As soon as I put it in my mouth, it kind of tastes like
Flip it around.
It tastes like bubblegum flavor.
Yeah. Now, everyone in the audience is going to be like, "Wow, how does he not know this?"
It's so hard when you don't. Oh my god! I can't figure it out for the life of me.
It starts with a B.
Oh my god! It's banana.
Yeah.
Oh my god! That's painfully horrible. That's super embarrassing. Yes, now I know.
Yeah.
It's wow, and it does. It tastes just like it tastes like banana fruit, but it doesn't taste like a banana per se.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like an actual banana.
But it tastes just like, I think Mateus sent me banana. It was taffy banana skulls, and that tasted just like these two. I'm not a big, huge banana flavor. Did you? So you know what this other one is? Did you already look at it?
I do not. I actually haven't even looked at it.
Oh, okay. So good. We can both do it. Don't try not to read anything on the
Okay.
on the I'm holding out the
I saw the color of it, so I think I'm gonna have a prejudice from that. But
okay. We'll both try and figure this one out.
yeah,
Yeah, the banana one. I don't find banana to be refreshing. Like, it's not a refreshing fruit or berry or whatever it's called.
oh yeah, this one, pretty sure I know.
All right. Oh shoot.
They both just taste very much like the candy version of the thing.
What the hell is this one? I can't figure this one. This one's lightly flavored.
Really?
Am I holding up the? Oh, now it just started getting.
Flip it around.
I keep picking the wrong side, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
You have it upside down now.
Mm-hmm. How about that?
Perfect.
Is it supposed to be kiwi?
No. You'll know it when I say it.
Of course I will.
Mm-hmm.
What color is it?
It's green.
Oh, is it sour apple?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's such a, when your brain like clicks, like when someone tells you like, oh yeah, that's absolutely what that is.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like people enjoy, if I can do a little plug right here, people enjoy the Blind Penguin frothing hand soap. You could smell it and you're like, I know what the smell is. I know what the smell, but when you don't know, it's so hard to like just pull it out of thin air and figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally sour apple now that I know, but it tastes like a sour apple Jolly Rancher tastes different than a sour apple gummy. Tastes different than an actual sour apple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to throw on voiceover Pete again if I can get him to fire up. Thank you, Jenny, for allowing us to have a little snack in the middle of the show. That was a blind guy taste test. All right, it did activate.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Now I'm really gonna have to find some more stuff. Why does it take so long to kick in? I pressed that. I mean, it's a cool thing to have if it works. I don't think it's gonna work. I think the Pete voice is on strike. Did I ever put it back on?
At Luigi. Yay. Today, Z5X. On YouTube said ZXAXZ.
Cool. He said his name, it sounds like. Is the chat actually this slow at this exact moment, or is the text-to-speech
Sunrose
really slow?
8 on Twitch said banana candy doesn't taste like banana because it's based on a type of banana called Gros Michel that got wiped out by a pandemic.
What? Is that true?
Interesting factoid.
There's a banana called Gros Michel?
Sounds like a handbag.
Sunrose 8 on Twitch said called Panama disease.
Oh, okay. Hey, I just learned something.
At Crazy Sandoc on YouTube said, listen to your first show I'm watching ever.
Wow. Thank you for
At
popping in.
Matejas Brown on YouTube said, we are on bottle #5, the green and red one from box 2.
All right, cool. She's talking about the Blind Penguin frothing hand
At
soap.
C Kraus 028 on YouTube said, when are you Canadian all of a sudden? LOL.
Why did I say A?
Eh?
At
A?
Brody Huggins,
A?
J8K on YouTube said, I'm wondering, how does the text, speech, voice read what we type in? It always fascinated me.
Like that. I mean, it just
At Adonis 3816 on YouTube said Pete can never run a power plant because he would blow the world up.
What? That's the most random thing I've
Angel.
ever heard.
You don't have
Three Fries
faith in
on Twitch
Pete?
said, banana history. Not that banana, the other banana.
How would you rate your
Sarah Cam.
voiceover text
This
sound?
just got back.
It's this thing that we're listening to.
Yeah.
ABC Jenny
I mean,
on
it's-
Twitch said, play your commercial for the newbies.
Oh, I could do that.
The blind
I can
husband
fly off the
on
commercial.
Twitch said, can we have a commercial break and see the soap commercial?
All right. If you guys, I have a brand new one, a brand new commercial coming tomorrow that you're going to be very, very, very proud of me. I'll give you, since you guys spend the time with me here on the live, I'll give you the spoiler alert and let you know that after everybody voted on the AI one that they liked and everybody had their complete S-fit about it being AI, the plan that was executed was to film it myself with real footage. And I filmed it and I voiced it and I wrote it and I edited it and I starred in it. I'm going to be releasing it tomorrow. So it's an actual commercial. And I'll tell you, Brooks, filming people is pretty easy for me because I just point the camera in the direction of where the voices are.
Yeah.
Filming inanimate objects like boxes
Oh,
of
it's like
blind.
impossible, probably, huh?
I kept having to walk forward and go, okay, it's there. And then I'd
Yeah.
walk back. And then I would try and do like a side. And I just kept having to like reach out and touch it and then know where it was. Here's one of the commercials for Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap back in 11
The
seconds.
Blind Surfer Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
And I'm actually really excited to sell the next box because the next box that we sell, I don't know if you get copied on all the sales notifications, Brooks, but the next one that I sell will be box number 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited that we
Come
went
on,
through-
guys.
we
Let's
went
get it.
Yeah, go to blindpenguin.com.
Someone be number 100. You could be the 100th box.
The 100th box. We sold mostly box number 2s. That one was like the most popular one, and I believe it's just because people like the little picture of the penguin guy on box 2. I mean, you don't know what they smell like, so people weren't guessing it based on that. But yeah, it was filming my own thing with like product shots. Like doing product shots as a blind guy is difficult, to say the least.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Let's see if I put this one back up. I put the chat back up on the screen. I think. Why is it so slow? Chat's.
Is it pulling from? Because there's been a couple since.
There we go. Sorry. That was
Someday in the future in person. Keep up the good work, Pete.
Thank you. I think that was so. I actually don't know what makes this one like. There's chat. Are there chats on the screen right now? Like, is it scrolling through them? If you look up in the TV monitor in front of us.
Yeah, I mean, there's one highlighted. It is a little slow right now, though.
Okay. Oh, the chat itself is actually
Yeah.
slow. Okay. I guess that's my fault. When I don't pull it up a lot, then people aren't encouraged to.
At Luigi J2Z5X says, by the way, Marshall Mathers, LP by Eminem. Thiblin Husband says
What?
slow on Twitch.
Okay. Oh, it's slow on Twitch
Tetris
tonight?
Brown says the Canadian was in reference of Z instead of Z.
Oh, well,
Amanda
that's
Spooks 96 says hi, Pete from Kentucky.
Canadian and English. Hey,
Ryan
Kentucky.
B3RRY says hi.
Hi.
At Krazisandok says yes.
Yes. Yes. That's all we get. Yes, absolutely. I was going to pop it up, see if anybody had anything interesting to say. Can I bring it back to the micro P conversation?
Angel 3 Fries.
That was.
Oh, sorry, Angel.
You mean Micro Pete?
Mm-hmm.
It was actually your mini me that we're cloning.
Yeah, that's the voice. Oh, you were asking me what? So I mean, it's the voice, the AI voice. I mean, it's got my voice.
I think it's got your timbre.
Yeah.
It's like the deepness of your voice.
It's got my tonal quality, but it just kind of, it's like on a sinus wave. It just goes down and then it goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up, and it does it very robotically. I don't know how, it's obviously not going to, if there's not many people there, like some of these other voices, maybe people would like train them for longer or put longer into them or something. But like, I kind of like the Kermit voice that I was using for a while. I think you kind of hated it. He sounded like an angry Kermit.
It was so nasally and like, but there was a lot of life in it.
Yeah. I feel like he had like a lot of inflection. If
Yeah.
I believe that I just put up the resume queue, put that one up. I was trying to do the SpongeBob one. I'm trying to figure out which one. I mean, I don't know if it helps to like switch it up every night to have like a different one available.
Sunrose 8 on Twitch said it sounded like Jordan Peterson.
That's true.
Who's Jordan Peterson?
You know who Jordan Peterson is?
No.
He's the guy who wrote like the Clean Up Your Room books.
Oh.
It's 12 steps of I don't know. He was like a
The blind
big
husband on Twitch
podcaster for a bit.
said it, Angel. 3 fries, don't buy an LG or a Samsung. Heard bad things.
You got to clean up your room, buddy.
Oh, okay.
You got to clean your room.
ABC Jenny on Twitch said it, Angel. 3 fries get a fridge that's kind of lifted, so if any crumbs or anything fall under it, you can see them.
We're talking about what refrigerators to buy.
That's a good idea.
At Luigi, J2Z5X on YouTube said, this is my favorite album.
What album?
Ryan, B. 3 Ryan on TikTok said, hi, Brooks and Pete.
Hi, Ryan. B3
And
Ryan.
Amanda Spooks 96 on YouTube said, is that Cody the Penguin? I love that.
No, it's Petey. It's Petey the Penguin.
Big Funny Giant on Twitch said,
They didn't say
Angel
anything.
3 Fries on Twitch said, thanks, friends. My fridge broke.
Oh, that's terrible. If mine broke,
At
I'd be very sad.
Rick2421 on YouTube said Christopher Walken's voice would be cool.
Oh, I wonder if that's an. I wonder if that's an option.
Sunshine3914 on YouTube said, that one is annoying.
Yeah. Do you think SpongeBob is annoying, Brooks? It's a little.
I kind of like it, but
You do like? I feel like I want to go back to the Kermit one, just because he was so like every once in a while he'd just yell at you, but then every once in a while he'd get like kind of serious. Like I don't know how to. It's not Cody. This is Petey Penguin. He is the because Cody didn't wear. I obviously didn't see Surf's Up. He wasn't wearing sunglasses in the movie Surf's Up, was he? If he was.
no, he wasn't.
Okay. I did. I don't know if you noticed, but I actually bought a pair of actual sunglasses to put on Petey the Penguin. Yesterday I was putting an old pair of Varnays on him, but this morning in the mail I got a cheapy pair from Amazon, and I gave him real glasses because I thought it would help distinguish the fact that he, like me, wears sunglasses. What were they saying? Christopher Walken. I'll look and see if they offer a Christopher Walken voice. Right now, I know they have a Morgan Freeman, but it is like painfully slow. They have an Optimus Prime one, but it's really bad. It's kind of fake, obviously. And I like the Snoop one. You just hate Snoop Dogg, so you didn't like me using Snoop.
Kermit's good. You could throw Kermit back on.
Yeah, maybe I'll go back to Kermit on Friday. I can. How are we on time? I'm just kind of trying to gauge.
About 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. All right, so we'll stick around for a little while longer, and then everybody's gonna have to deal without me on a Thursday morning show. It's gonna feel weird. I have to wake up super early tomorrow, do my vocal warm ups, and then I'm gonna be doing a session with a company in on the East Coast. So they booked me for like 5:30 my time, 8:30 their time, and I can't do 2 things at once. So I'm gonna be doing voiceovers tomorrow morning instead of doing the show. The other thing that I was reading / listening to in the news today. So I got that story of Michael Phillips with his super tiny wang. I also heard that archaeologists, they found a 400-year-old vampire buried in Poland. Did you hear about this one?
No.
So they actually found her. It was a female vampire in 2022, but they've been doing a lot of work on the body and trying to figure out what was going on. They found this woman. They're estimating that she was between 16 and 19 years old. It's a 400-year-old corpse that they dug up, and they found that she was buried with a sickle across her neck and a padlock on her toe.
What?
Yeah, so this is apparently what superstitious Polish people used to do back in the day, where if they were afraid that a vampire was going to come back up out of the grave, they tried to prevent it from rising from the grave again by putting a sickle across its neck. So like if it stood up, it would decapitate itself. And then they put like a figurative, they actually put a padlock on one of the toes, locked it on. And it's not like it was connected to anything. They didn't screw it into the coffin or anything, but that was supposed to figuratively keep the body from rising again from the dead.
Okay.
And it just, it occurred like, I think about like what it must have been like to live. I mean, forget 400 years ago. Like imagine being alive like 2,000 years ago or something. And we read these myths now, like Greek and Roman myths like, uh-oh. Someone's going to make me redeem
Sunrose
voiceover.
just redeemed voiceover voice, activate. So it's time for Pete to break out his big voice. Vampire tunes are really cool but also sad.
But what do I talk about? So if I'm doing voiceover voice for What did I say? Like 2
That would
minutes?
be
That's kind of
really
a long
funny.
time. What do I do a voiceover of? Thank you for redeeming. She's got a lot of points to redeem, I guess. What do you think I should talk about? Last night I talked about the last things that I was doing in Boston before I moved. I was making snowmen. What can I tell? I don't
A
have
movie trailer about Michael Phillips' life.
Limbisman says pool of the
Michael-
audience.
Michael Phillips.
Oh,
Sunshine 3914 says it would be real uncomfortable.
I feel like I would get myself in trouble if I
Yeah,
tried to
you
get
might not want to do that.
2 minutes of him. Yeah.
What's
At
the
Justin T
suggestion
says
from the
Pete
chat?
and Padlock obviously worked then. She
Yeah.
never rose again.
That's true. She never came back up.
Angel 3 Fry says Pete the Vamp on the prowl.
I was obsessed with vampires when I was like in my early 20s. After I watched Interview with the Vampire, like I loved that
Sunrose
movie.
8 says yeah lol 20k points. Needed to start spending them.
Oh man, you've got 20,000
Atlantis
points.
Gold 20 says hey Pete I like your videos.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to think about what story can I tell. I don't know what story to tell. I could try and do a micro P story, but I feel like I'd stall out after like 30 seconds, just getting myself in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a great idea. Maybe what did you the first 30 minutes of your day today?
First 30 minutes of my day. I feel like I want to try the. Let's put Michael Phillips.
At Sandok says what is
No,
the
I
oldest
can't do
instrument in a church? Oregon Freeman.
That's pretty
The
funny.
Limbisman says
Oregon?
the coolest thing you ever did as
Oregon.
a kid below the age of 10 years old.
The coolest thing I ever did as a kid, below the age of 10. God, I feel like this is hard. It's hard because I can't just like do a voiceover for like 5. I gotta
At
actually.
Nate Schrader says
gotta-
bro gotta be cooked.
What up, Nate?
Sunrose 8 says
Why
at
do
the
I gotta
blonde
be
husband
cooked?
yes lol.
The coolest thing
At
I did.
150 says Adma Tejas thank you for letting me know. I had
Before-
technical difficulty.
Well, the coolest thing I did before I was 10. Huh. So, can you think of anything that you did before you were 10 that was cool?
I mean, I did things that I thought were cool when I was, younger than 10. I think the coolest thing that I did looking back, and I wish I'd kept these so bad, is that I obsessively drew comics when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
And I had I drew like hundreds. It was like I had like a 4-panel comic, and I would draw a sequence, like a comic you'd see in the funnies back then. And I drew hundreds of them, and I had them in a folder and all organized and stuff. And I think one of my parents threw it away.
Oh no.
But I would love to see
I
those.
threw away the whole folder with everything in it.
I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, it was. And I remember it was called Oh Brother, and it starred a guy named Nerdo, and he was just a pair of glasses on a little nose body with arms. And every episode, it was like South Park where Kenny, he would die somehow.
Oh, no way.
Every single time he would die in a different way.
You had the idea first?
Well, no, I think I copied them,
Oh,
but
okay.
it was to me, I thought it was genius.
I'm trying to think of the coolest thing I did before the age of 10. I don't feel, now I'm starting to feel like I wasn't a very cool kid. I feel like I'm failing ABC Jenny. She redeemed all those points. I need to come up with something. I'm torn between something I
You did a lot of cool stuff, didn't you? You were like racing sailboats and playing soccer. And
yeah, I'm trying to think of like what would make a good story though. Like when I was racing. Oh, it'd be kind of hard to. God, this might be kind of hard to describe, but I'm gonna give it a go.
Yeah.
When I was a young man, racing sailboats was my hobby. And I was on a team of people that raced boats. And we'd travel far and near, racing other people that raced sailboats. And I was good. I was very good. I was so good that I would win most of the races that I did. But it wasn't just about one person winning the one race. You had to make sure that your team won. So one day, I was out on the ocean, by myself, in a boat, racing towards the finish line, when I realized that my teammates were a bunch of losers who were losing, and I needed to make them win. So instead of crossing the line and finishing to claim my first place prize, I turned around and started sailing directly towards a boat on the other team. I pointed right at him, and when we got close, I spun my boat around and forced my sail towards his. It pushed the wind out of my sail towards his, and his boom went flying.
back.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through
Thanks,
Super
Blocks.
Chat. Hi, I am back.
Thank you, Blocks.
It was worth it for $20.
That was very worth. I appreciate it. Hold, Blocks. I'll get back to you in a second.
As I threw my sail towards the other sailor's boat, the wind forced his boom to go across his boat and smashed him in the face. And of course, I didn't see this. I had no idea he'd been hit in the face by the boom. I had no idea that he'd been knocked out of his boat. I just saw his boat start sailing away, and I was like, yes, I totally screwed that guy up. And the other 2 people on my team passed his boat, and we won the race. But then I got back to the yacht club, and the kid's dad, who I'd hit in the face with the boom, told me I was a little asshole and told me that I should leave his yacht club immediately before he hits me in the face with a big metal object. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Why is this guy yelling at me? Because I never saw his son get hit in the face with the boom. I just saw his boat go sailing away. I didn't know that I'd been a little asshole. I just thought I was being a good sailor. And that was something that I thought was pretty cool that I did when I was a kid, but apparently wasn't very cool.
Wow.
That's all I got for you on that
That
one.
was incredible. Guys, how good was that?
It's one of my better sailing stories. I
That was
guess.
awesome.
It wasn't something that you would normally do in a sailboat race. Like your sail's on one side. I literally just grabbed the boom and chucked it towards this kid's boat, and I had no idea. I heard thump, but I didn't know. I could only see at that point. I could see boats. Like I knew what the other boats were doing.
Yeah.
But he fell out of the boat. The boat went flying away, and then I just didn't look back. I was like, all right, I screwed up that guy pretty good. Let's go finish the race. Oh, but his dad was pissed. His dad was so mad at me when we got back. And my teammates, they didn't even tell me. They didn't tell me what happened. And then as we were back on shore, like, we gotta go. Like, this guy's really mad. Like, I think I accidentally really hurt the kid. I was like,
Oh, no.
sorry about that. This is Bloxy again.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat. I just got here.
Yep.
What happened?
I was in the middle of so ABC Jenny, who's over on Twitch, redeemed 4,000 channel points to make me do a voiceover using the voiceover voice with some cool epic music. And I was in the middle of telling a story of when I was sailing and accidentally knocked a kid mildly unconscious, and then he fell into the water. But it's a good advertisement for life jackets, because he was wearing his life jacket and he was bobbing around until someone in a motorboat came over and found him. So hear that, kids? If you're out in a sailboat, out in a motorboat, out in the ocean, you should wear a life jacket. Thanks for coming back, Block. It's been a little while since we've heard from you. Good to hear your a text-to-speech interpretation of your voice, and I appreciate the support on the super chats. People on occasion, not a lot of people, but I get it a fair amount, Brooks, in the comment section. People ask me why I don't wear a life jacket while I'm surfing.
Really? People ask you that?
Yeah, I get a lot of, 98% of my audience I don't think has ever surfed, because a lot of times I'll get like, how do you not lose your surfboard? Like, people have no idea that leashes exist.
Yeah.
And then I get that every once in a while with people being like, well, because I've posted a few videos where I was out there in some dangerous days and some big swell, and I've had a couple issues of being held under, and people are like, well, you're being foolish. Why don't you surf with a life jacket?
Because no one does that.
I have heard that the dudes that surf the giant waves, like the big, huge waves, will wear some sort of a vest that you can inflate. Like you pull a ripcord and it will inflate. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, it's when they surf big waves. I forget what they call it. It's like a inflatable vest.
But it's like a one-time thing.
It's for like emergencies if you're getting really held down.
But I feel like surfing with one, it would be really uncomfortable, but I don't know. It's like asking someone like why they don't wear a football helmet on the soccer field. Like, it would prevent you from bopping noggins with other people, but everybody would look at you like you're a crazy person.
Yeah, it's not. People who don't surf, they don't get it. It also just people would think you're stupid. It's not stylish.
It's not stylish, but I'm trying to, like, functionally it would be a little weird. Like, you'd be kind of, it honestly wouldn't be the worst functional thing. Let's see what this is.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super
Whoa,
Chat.
Blocks.
Been doing college, but anyways, that kid deserved IT.
He deserved it for being in my way. That's kind of funny. I forget what blocks his studying. I appreciate your coming in here and throwing large amounts of cash at us. We appreciate it for our Wednesday festivities. Thank you very much. Also, doing college. I feel like you must be, forgive me if you already told me this before, but doing a summer session, because if you're doing college and it's August, I feel like you're doing some extra work and some extra time over there. I mean, I get, would my surfing be impacted negatively if I was wearing a life jacket?
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't paddle right, you know?
I feel like it would be pretty restrictive. Every time you reached up, it would be kind of like coming up and hitting you. It would be very awkward.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? They have like the wakeboarding life jackets that are more kind of sleek, you know?
Yep.
You might be able to do that, but it's still just like the chances that you're going to get hit on the head and then drown are very low, you know? And usually you, of course, have a coach with you who's watching you 100% of the time. So for you, it's even lower, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the people that do, you know, actually perish from surfing, it's usually because they hit their head so hard that's just immediately they're like,
done,
paralyzed, or
Yeah. I didn't know this. So there's a fair amount of people that surf blind, or at least they go to the events out here. There's like a Waves for All event, like a bunch of low vision and no vision people will come out and surf. Now, I don't know if they're doing it I don't know if it's their thing, like the way it's my thing, but there are other people that do it. 1 second.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super
Blocks.
Chat.
Dang,
I
Blocks.
mean,
Yeah,
I
man.
started 2 weeks ago and not really doing anything crazy. I'm doing my association's degree for 2 years.
Wait, they probably meant associate's degree.
Yeah.
Isn't it an associate's degree? Doesn't it take 2 years to get that? So you're hopefully wrapping up pretty soon, I would assume. And starting 2 weeks ago. So what, they had you start in the beginning of August? God, they're cutting summer shorter and shorter on everybody.
Yeah, I know a lot of kids went back to school like 2 weeks ago.
And I can't even imagine being in school right now. It is hot as balls,
so hot
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
I hope wherever you're going to school, they got a good HVAC system, because it's just uncomfortable around.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat. Anyways, I wanted to ask, who's your friend?
Petey the Penguin or Brooks? Brooks is
My
this
name's Brooks.
dude I found on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, I tag along once in a while.
Sometimes he goes by Ashton. Sometimes he goes by Brooks. Yeah, you guys should watch Ashton Surf Palace. It's a good one. My little buddy here is Petey the Penguin, the mascot of Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Can I play the ad real quick?
Yeah,
Since Blocks just joined here, I'll show you in 11 seconds what he is.
The Blind Surfer Show is brought to you by Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap. Order a mystery box, pump the nozzle, and see if you can determine the scent just by smell. When you're ready to know for sure, peel to reveal. Order today at blindpenguin.com.
Now, I'm kind of afraid you might have just spent all your money doing the super chat, which I hugely appreciate. But if you got a few bucks left over and you want to grab a box of Blind Penguin Frothing Hand Soap, you would be purchasing the 100th box that we were talking about a few minutes ago. You get 3 8-ounce bottles of mystery soaps. You smell it, try and figure out what it is. And when you want to know, you peel the little sticker and it'll tell you what the scent is. And all the scents are good. People have asked me that before. Like, do you have any dog poop ones? I'm like, no, they all smell good. They smell amazing. So thank you again for all your support, Blocks. But yeah, if you want to get something for all your cash besides our undying gratitude and appreciation.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through
Whoa,
Super
man.
Chat.
Yo.
I met the other guy beneath you in the stream.
Oh, he's on vertical. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just spent $20.
That's not Brooks.
To clarify, well, you're
Brooks.
The guy beneath me is Brooks. That's you.
Yes.
Okay, so Brooks, he's like, I didn't want to see your stupid commercial. I want to know. So Brooks is my Wednesday regular. He's my Sunday surf coach. He's my long-term friend out here.
We're brothers, actually.
Yes, we are highly related on our distant uncle's side. I think
We're both over 7 feet tall.
Yep.
So that's that's genetic.
Wait, so in that video, wait, no, you're over 7. I'm 6'9", you're 7'3".
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat.
Oh my gosh.
What's the site? Got a few thousands to just spend.
Let's go.
All right, go to
Blind
blindpenguin.com. Blindpenguin.com.
We got a high roller here.
Hey, and if you
tonight,
got money
dude.
just burning a hole in your pocket, you should grab all 3 boxes. Mystery Box 1, Mystery Box 2, Mystery Box 3. Banana and I make the stuff. We actually make the soap right here. And Banana puts the stickers on the bottles, and I package them up, and we mail them out, and people have been enjoying them. I mean, no one's complained. No one's bought them like, this sucked. Everybody's had a good time with it. So if you want to grab a box or 10, head on over to blindpenguin.com.
Buy them out so they're sold out, dude.
Brooks is very ingrained in a lot of this channel, and for some reason, I feel like you should have been like a spy, because somehow like people, like, you don't stick in people's heads for some reason sometimes.
Yeah, maybe it's the way I talk. I'm just kind of in the background.
Well, there's been a couple of videos where you're talking behind the camera.
That's true, yeah.
And you're like describing something, and people are like, "Oh, Pete just said that he could see that."
That's
like,
true.
My mouth wasn't moving. It was clearly Brooks who was talking.
It is funny how low key I've stayed on your channel for so long.
I mean,
I prefer it that way, but it's just funny.
Haven't you been like on the channel since early 2022 at least?
Yeah.
At
Well,
least.
It's funny because I think I told you my friend saw me. He follows you or on YouTube. You're in his algorithm, and he'll just like see me on it. He'll be like, I can't get away from you, man.
That's pretty funny.
But like, it's just funny. He's the only person who registers that I'm a character on your show.
I mean, you've been around. So in the beginning, like, all the drone work was you, and then you're out there surfing with me. You did all of the Blind Guy taste tests. You edited all the Pete in the Wild videos.
I was kind of behind the scenes for a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Then, I mean, you started to come out, you'd come out surfing, like when Banana started like solo filming on the beach. You did the Blind Surfer documentary called Finding a Way.
Right. But I don't even think I was in that at all.
That's true. I guess your
producer.
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You narrated that quite admirably.
Yeah.
And then you built the website for blindpenguin.com. You also built the website for voiceuniversity.com. And you've been on the couch doing this show with me for
like 2 years.
I was going to say, at least. I mean, we used to do it. Did we always do it once a week, or was it just like when we felt like it?
I feel like it's been once a week for a long time. But I don't know.
At least. And then all the Pete in the Wild ones. Yeah, you were the guy holding the camera.
Yeah.
Like when we'd go out, we went to the bouncy house. Oh, you made it into the bouncy house film because you were trying to jump up on top of
That's right.
some like giant, like 10-foot wall.
Pete in the Wild, man. I wish, those were hard to make, but those are still some of my favorite things we've ever done. Not that you've ever done, but that me and you have done together.
No, I enjoy it. I mean, there's random ones where like we went, you just dropped me off in Oceanside somewhere and you're like, find the pier. And it was so interesting, like like you did a really good job. Nisha does a good job of like making sure I know where I am, making sure I'm safe. Like, basically doing everything short of like holding my hand and helping guide me. I think Blocks, I think he might have just, tell you in a second.
Can you buy something?
1,100. He did. He bought the 100th box.
Let's go, Blocks.
Oh, he bought 2 boxes.
Dang,
So he bought
dude.
box 100
High roller,
and
bro.
101. Love that. Thank you. Appreciate that. You're gonna be the coolest guy in your college.
And he
right
came
now.
back in super
At
chatted.
Blocks 98
Let's
tipped
go,
$20
Blocks.
from Super Chat.
Whoa.
Let's
Bought
go.
Mystery Box 1 and 2.
All right.
Can't wait.
All right. We'll get those out to you. I mean, try and put them out in the mail tomorrow. I appreciate that. Look at that. He got us over the hump, got us over 100. Banana's going to be so excited. I mean, she's literally, I came up with the scents, and Banana mixes them all up, and really, I mean, it's really like we do it. Like it's, and she's super excited about it. I am too, to have my own, I'm not just selling some stupid product. Like it's something that we came up with and we do, and I think it's fun. So I appreciate the support, and hopefully with my video tomorrow, we'll get some more people excited about it as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember the first time that I took you for a Pete in the Wild, and we went down to North Park to that farmer's market.
Is this Blocks again?
At Blocks 98 tipped $20 from
Whoa,
Super
my
Chat.
God.
I even heard the notification.
Yeah,
Dude. Came through
What
came
a
through in real
legend.
time.
What a legend.
Brooks set up the whole website, and I think you attached it to my phone, or at least allowed me to do it. So yeah, when people when people buy something from Blind Penguin, I get notified immediately.
Yeah, so sick. But yeah, I remember I was like taking you out the
Thanks,
door,
Box.
and Banana just gave me this look like, because it was like the first time I guess you had kind of gone out with her, and it wasn't Josh, it was me.
Yeah.
It's like my first time taking you into public without without her around, and she kind of gave me this look like, you better be careful. And I was like, and I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh yeah. But then I think we got down there, and I had taken you surfing before. But we're like in the middle of the city in San Diego,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I remember I was like, all right, Pete, I'm gonna let you walk yourself.
Yeah.
And then you were like, okay. And then we were like going through intersections, and cars were whizzing by, and that was like a learning experience for me
You were
too. But it was just funny. She definitely was like, better watch yourself. This is not what you think it is.
she conveyed to you with the look like, don't get him killed.
Yeah, basically, she just kind of gave me this look like, all right, be careful.
Because I hadn't, like, at that point, Blocks, you are just crazy tonight.
At Blocks98 tip $20 through
Whoa.
Super Chat. I must go. I shall return by.
Well,
Love
thank you.
Thank you, Blocks.
Love you. I mean, thank you for coming in and just making our whole night. Now, geez, you increased my hourly wage for doing the show by about 4,000%. Thank you for your support. Thank you for popping in. I love that he's a YouTube vertical guy too.
Yep.
Like he's like, who's that guy below you? I wonder if anybody in vertical has any idea that you're actually next to me. I feel like it should be obvious, but I don't know.
I'm just in a different room.
Yeah, you're somewhere else. But at that point, and thanks again, Blocks. At that point, I'd only been walking with the cane and Superdog, or the cane and Banana. I'd never trained on just walking around by myself with the cane. By the time you were taking me out, I'd never done it. So when you told me to just go, I was like, okay, I'll just go in this direction. Banana she kind of like swoop in and grab my hand and like change my direction from time to time. But you were basically letting me figure out the world on my own. So as I was navigating the world on my own for the first time, it was on camera.
Yeah.
It
was awesome. And then the crazier part was when we got in there, and I just was like, all right, I'm going to stand behind you. And we're like in the middle of a really busy farmer's market in downtown San Diego. And I was just like, walk forward with your cane, and I'm going to be behind you. And you were just like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And you just did it. And you were, moving the cane back and forth. And people last minute would be like, whoa, jumping out of the way, like it was crazy to see that.
Sorry about that. My phone is.
It's all right. But yeah, the one thing I learned from that whole experience when I was taking you out and just letting you walk by yourself was that people are so unprepared to see a blind person and react to them, right? Like people would like not notice you until they were like right up on us, and then they would look at the cane, look at you, and you could tell it would take like an entire 2 seconds of processing to understand what's going on, and then they would jump out of the way last minute.
See, that's like terrifying to me to even hear that as a blind guy, because again, I always walked around with Banana. Like when I lost my eyesight, she was literally right there holding my hand.
Yeah.
And she would guide, like, let's go this way because no one is coming.
Yeah.
But in the future, if I was out on my own, or you or someone else that wasn't as fastidious with taking care of me as Banana was, I had to rely on the public to get out of the way. And because no one was hitting me, I assumed that I was doing a good job clearing a path. But then to hear you be like, no, man, people like jumping and diving at the last second, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it was wild to see that. But yeah, it was fun though. Like, and also just seeing you there. I remember there's one where I sped up I think we were in the mall, and I was like, we got to find, it was a Wetzel's Pretzels.
Yeah.
Remember this?
Yep.
And I was like, find the Wetzel's Pretzels, and just using your nose, you kind of like walked around a little bit. I kind of sped up the edit, and then all of a sudden you just stopped at one point, and you were like directly in the line, and you just were like turned to it, and it was like the most spot on. Like you couldn't have been more accurate.
Wait, did I
with
get
where
in
you stopped?
I got
you
in the
literally
line?
stopped in the line.
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
Like you were like, we started probably like 40 yards away, and you kind of like did some circles, and you were like, sniffing around.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, just where you landed, you were literally perfectly in line. It was It was crazy.
I do. Before I got there, I remember I got waylaid by the smell of a Chinese food restaurant. I'm like, well, now I can't smell anything except for the Chinese food restaurant. You did give me a bit of a, hint. I'm like, no, like keep walking forward.
Yeah, those were cool experiences.
They were fun. It was good for me to try and be independent. It was being independent. It was like walking the tightrope, but wearing a harness, because I felt like you weren't going to let me.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to let anything bad happen. But there was one time when I got on a bike, almost hit you, but.
Oh, I remember that was down at Mission Bay or whatever that, amusement park is. Yeah, I heard whoosh, like right in front of me. Yeah, and both you and Banana were like, whoa. I'm like, what? You're like, guy on bike.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of came up out of nowhere. There's only a certain amount I can do when I'm watching YouTube, but yeah, people are just not prepared for that. When they're just going about their day, seeing a blind person is pretty rare, you know?
Yeah.
Like, very rare, you know? I think I saw one, the only other one I've seen in probably the last 2 years, I saw like a couple months ago, and he was crossing the street by himself down in downtown. And I literally was like, am I got to pull over and help this guy cross the street? Like, I had that compulsion. And I was like, I mean, he obviously has done this before, so.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe, but he was moving really slow. And,
you
know, I was like, going pretty fast, so I couldn't just freaking rip it over. But, yeah, it was kind of, you know, because I know you. I was like, I know how much he was struggling, you know.
The Pete in the Wild episodes, even though you were there, I would end those things. I would after like 2 or 3 of them, I started bringing a second T-shirt because I was just drenched, like walking around with moving people and stationary objects and stuff. Like it is so like I'm just on high alert, just trying to engage all my other senses, and it's just so stressful. Like I would come home from those things and Banana would, you know, she'd be like, "You have fun?" I'm like, "Yeah, I had fun, but I need to take a nap."
Yeah,
like,
I can see that.
Overly stressed and overly stimulated from that stuff. I do miss, you talk about like that guy moving slow. Like you have to, like, no, I dare anyone to close your eyes and just go like walk down a sidewalk. Like good luck with that.
Yeah, and I think sometimes the when I feel the worst for you, like when we go surfing, is when there's rocks, you know, and I look down at your feet and you're like trembling because you're like, you have no idea what you're stepping on, right?
Yes.
And even walking on rocks when you can see is not a good experience. It's not fun. It hurts. And for you, it's like every step is so critical.
I feel like I always pick wrong. Like I've talked to Nisha about it because she'll take me to, I feel like you intentionally avoid those things just because you know how hard it is.
Not that other week we went, but
yeah. You had your foamy. I'm like, just throw your foamy down and walk on that thing. But you know, and it didn't even occur to me. Like I don't think like a sighted person a lot of the time. And I'm like, oh, if you can see, you just like see the flat rock, then you step on the flat rock and you see so like, and I feel like I just have the worst luck. Like every time I step on the pointy rock, like right in the instep, like right in the middle of my foot. I'm like, and then, you know, I've committed, I've got all my weight on it. And just traversing like 15 to 20 yards of rocks to get to the beach. I'm like, this week, Nisha had me crossing the rocks on Saturday up until, Wednesday? Up until yesterday, Tuesday morning, I had a bruise on my heel.
Really?
Because I'd committed, like it was Ponto, so it was the downhill part of the rocks, and you can't like gently put your weight down. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna step, and I stepped on just this jagged pointed rock, and all my heel weight took it, and it actually, I showed it to Banana, I actually got a bruise on the bottom of my foot. I was like, that was horrible.
Yeah, it's brutal. That's why I got to give it to you again. We just mentioned it the other I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago when I took you surfing, and you know, we had a tough first paddle out, and then we walked like half a mile down the beach, and then we got drifted up to where there was no beach left. And a lot of Oceanside where we surf, there's literally no beach.
Right.
And so it was either we had to like walk down the waves are slamming against the rocks, you know, and so it was either
there's ocean, no sand, there's ocean, like a foot and a half of water, and rocks, like big rocks.
Yeah, big rocks. And so there was one way to get out of the water, but there was rocks first, like probably like 6 foot of rocks that are huge boulders, and then there's like a little concrete ramp. So we had that option, or we could have walked down the beach but we couldn't really walk. Like we're in the shore break getting pounded.
Yeah.
And there was a ramp that didn't have rocks in front of it, but that was like 100 yards away. So we would have had to walk, kind of wade our way through, waist high water, getting slammed by shore break. So I was like, all right, we're just going to go up this one that's right in front of us. We'll just power through this. But yeah, so we get up there and it's like the waves are slamming against these rocks. Luckily, like you said, I had my foamy.
Yeah.
So I was just like, look, dude, I'm going to chuck my board up there and I'm going to grab your board and climb the rocks.
Yep.
And then you're just going to have to monkey crawl. And like, luckily you're so tough and you don't care. Like, otherwise we would have been kind of screwed in that situation. But the rocks were super slippery.
Oh my God. They were, I was like, what are these things covered in Teflon? They were the slipperiest rocks I'd ever been on.
Yeah. But you toughed it out and you felt your way through with your hands and your feet and you got through. But yeah, that was an interesting situation.
Sometimes I feel ridiculous. Like I've got myself like a tri-point, like I got hand and like 2 feet on a rock, and I'm just holding on because I know a wave's coming. I can hear it. I'm like, I can't have this dislodge me because then I'll smash into the rocks in front of me.
Yeah.
But then I wish I could just see, like, I wonder if like all I had to do was like take one step forward. I'd be okay.
Vant_Mace just followed.
That was a
Vant Mace?
I'm kind of hovering. Did not realize that you were still on.
We are. You want to come in? 7:31. You want to come in and say hey, Banana?
But are you wrapping up soon or no?
We can, but you can come in for the last few minutes and yap at us.
Okay, my hair is
We're gonna have to move some stuff here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Petey and his sunglasses out of the way. You missed Blocks coming in and dropping. What did he drop? Like $140 on us?
It was, I can count, almost probably 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Yeah, he dropped $200.
Wow.
And then bought 2 boxes.
He bought 2. Yeah, he bought 2 boxes of hand soap from us, Banana.
Oh, really? That's very cool.
Yeah, he bought
the egg board with the penguin.
Okay, so he
Like now we realize they're together, like they're a unit.
the egg board.
Egg board and the penguin.
I
like perfectly sized.
I was having Google Gemini describe my scene to me the other day, and it said Petey the penguin is doing a good job balancing on his balance board. I was like, it's not a balance board. Let's put your microphone up. Hey,
Where are my headphones?
Yeah, I think you just sat, unless Brooks stole them again.
Probably.
They were right. Did you grab hers by accident, Brooks?
Oh, I might have. Here.
Or yours?
But there's always a pair down here.
What pair does that go to?
Oh, should I try it?
I took the pair that was on my mic.
Oh no, that's yours then.
Yeah,
These are yours, Banana.
Okay.
Would you like to try a high chew that is in a flavor that might be relatively familiar to you?
I chew. Sounds like a cavity.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm opening my eyes wide. Can I take the green one?
I feel like the other one is the one that you'd like.
Okay. Well, I don't know the flavor. Am I supposed to guess, or am I just trying it?
Well, I feel like the other one would be more entertaining, but whatever.
I'm picking the yellow one, like you said.
Okay. That one, I couldn't place the damn thing, though it should have been extraordinarily obvious as to what it was. Oh, I said I was going to, I'm going to do this for Banana. Hopefully anybody in the chat wants to say something. Now would be a good time.
Siracum7808 on Twitch said, hey there, Banana.
Hello.
It's AI me.
Okay.
At Deadpool Wolverines on YouTube said, welcome, Banana.
I hate this.
You don't like
ABC Jenny on Twitch said, sometimes when I'm out with my friends, I try and guide them too by putting my arm out just to have it.
you don't like AI Pete?
No, I like it for other people.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I mean, shouldn't I have
At
like
Brody Huggins, J8K on YouTube said, I don't know what movie is considered the best.
You're really good at this job, and you should be an AI voice person.
Thanks. Instead of an
Can we
actual
build one for me next time?
Yard
We
work.
could. Oops.
ABC Jenny on Twitch said, hello, Banana.
Hello.
Glunsfo1 on Twitch
I'm
said,
sorry, I'm busy
oh my
getting a
God,
cavity.
love the new AI.
Hey, this person loves the new
We
AI.
should build one for
Vant.
Josh.
Mace on
so
Twitch
then
said,
it's like Josh will
Storlo.
be here.
Stotiza Dummel.
Hey, I think they swore in German. I don't know what that
Sunrose8
was.
on Twitch said, I am Pete, and I hate my wife, Banana.
Oh my God, that's not
Siracum
nice.
7808 on Twitch
That's
said,
not nice
hopefully
at
Skylar
all.
has mercy at the new carpets.
Yes, we're very hopeful that.
Oh, someone's back.
Oop.
Someone's back.
Is it Blocks?
At Blocks98 tip $20 through Super
Whoa.
Chat. A
Hello.
new challenger has appeared.
I think it's you. I think you're challenging yourself.
I did hear about the generous. I don't know how it works, man, but like the donations and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, the super chats.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
And then he bought box 1 and box 2. I don't feel like I want to.
Oh, I'm way more pumped about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna like it. You're so gonna like it.
She gets excited about
Yeah.
that. These are handcrafted
Like
boxes.
they're really fun. You don't see this kind of throwback retro artwork right now, and it's just like fun to have in your bathroom.
Yeah, and Blocks is in college right now. I don't know if he's in a dorm or if he's like off campus or living at home. I don't know, but like if you're in the dorm,
What state?
He has not said what state.
Blocks, what state?
Yeah, well, you don't have to. You can also just go in the normal chat. I feel like Brooks is watching the normal chat. You don't have to drop $20 every time you talk. I mean, I feel like other.
I thought you were telling me. I was like, you think I can barely like hold up a microphone? I'm gonna also go to a chat.
No. Hold on. I have another voice. If I can activate it, I think you should be able. Oh, it's blocked. Hold on. Let me.
At Blocks98.
At Blocks98
on YouTube
tip
said
$20 through
$20
Super
from
Chat.
at Blocks98.
Am flattered. Am waiting and is exited.
What did he say? I'm waiting.
I'm waiting and is exited.
What does that mean?
But before that, he said I'm flattered.
Okay. All right.
I hate the new voice.
Well, could you tell who that was? Sorry, I had
It was like, wait.
I had them both going at the same time. I'm not sure. I
Was
didn't.
it me? Jeez.
No, that would be
That'd
funny.
be so funny. I was
That'd
like,
be-
oh, I hated that. Wow, wow.
That would be pretty funny. Well, let me see if I can.
Glunsful1 on Twitch said,
Hold on.
the blind husband on Twitch said everybody hates the new voice.
All right.
Don't worry.
Jeez. Can you tell who it is, Banana?
If it was a sped up version of
It might be a pineapple who lives in a pineapple under the sea.
oh, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, but I guess nobody likes him. Nobody likes the SpongeBob voice.
Well, actually, I think in that case, if it's SpongeBob, he's talking too slow.
Wait, turn it back
SpongeBob
on really
always
quick.
talks fast.
He is on. It's just no one's. Is someone saying something? I don't know why he's not talking.
Okay.
He's apparently on strike. Come on, SpongeBob, say something.
SpongeBob, me boy.
I can
Lives in a
pause it.
pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants,
SquarePants.
absorbent and yellow and porous as he.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Porous is he? I don't think I've ever heard.
Porous as he,
And
'cause
porous as he.
Yeah, like a sponge is porous.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. I think everybody said they hated him so much that he decided to run away.
Angel Three
Oh, there we
Fries
go.
on Twitch said, imagination.
Okay. He
Hey,
said,
this is knockoff SpongeBob, huh?
yeah. Well, I don't think they got Kenny to do Thomas
Yeah,
Kenny to
yeah.
do the
No,
real.
I'm not feeling it. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So no, you heard Snoop Dogg last week, right?
Yeah, and then
Sunrose8 on Twitch said, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready.
I want you gone. I want you gone.
All right, Banana.
At Resin8 on YouTube said banana howdy.
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 Cyfish1 on Twitch said, one
At
crap.
Blocks98 tip $20 through Super Chat. I'm excited, but it's the Florida
Oh.
Keys. CFK, off campus cause I live on the actual island, so I
Oh,
just
that's
drive
sick.
over.
Oh man,
Dude, that's awesome.
Florida Keys. That's kind of sweet.
Yep.
Like going to college in the Keys.
We grew up in Boston, so like a regular trip, if you were cool, would be to go to the Keys.
I never went.
I did it.
Is that where you got your worst sunburn in history?
It really is.
You got on the back.
I got
of a-
talked in. Well, I said yes to the moped, but then my boyfriend at the time was like, I've never seen you burn, so I don't think we need to stop to get you sunscreen. And then an entire day on a moped in the Keys later, I got a very bad sunburn.
What was that show with the Rayburns that was set down there?
Bloodline.
I mean, that seems like. Have you ever been to the Keys, Brooks?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
It's awesome. Yeah.
I'm the only one that's never been down there.
School trip.
Awesome.
A part of my book, The Skill Conspiracy, Alden and Annie end up in the Florida Keys on the run from the Stew Corporation, and I believe they end up in Cabeza de Vaca, which I think is one of the. Is that the name of the island? Which means head of a cow.
I don't know. This is
I don't know.
this is a reach for me, but
My
I thought
uncle
it was.
lives there right now.
In the Keys?
Yeah.
Okay. Boca Raton, Florida. That means rat's mouth.
That's
You love
not a
this
good
weird,
name.
like some things mean multiple things.
No, Boca Raton. I don't think.
I know what you think, but like you are right, and then other people are right. Where
No,
it's like
it definitely means rat's mouth.
okay, and it also means three other things.
What else does it mean?
I don't know because
A raton is a rat, and a boca is a
At
mouse.
Sarah Camp
Hey.
7808 tip $3 through Super Chat. You guys enjoy drinks and dinner.
Oh yeah, I think.
I'm actually making burgers at the house. I have the grill already preheating, and I accidentally grew my own tomatoes. That's a different story.
Oh, we're gonna have fresh homegrown tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's kind of fancy.
I killed real quick story. I killed a tomato plant because I don't eat tomatoes a couple of years ago, and it grew through the turf. Like literally, the roots never went away, and it grew through the turf.
That's pretty weird.
And so I planted it in a planter, and now here we are.
And now we're gonna be eating.
Now we're
fresh
going to be
tomato.
eating them because this plant is a survivor.
We're gonna be eating turf tomato.
No, as soon as
Turf tomato.
I thought it was a
Tomato.
weed, and I went to go pull it, and I was like, wait, that's a tomato plant.
Why am I blanking on her name? Oh, Lola Tupaz. She said that she's been out gardening and working on a rose. Where did you fall with the rose that you were cultivating? Did you kill it, or are you trying to save it?
I legitimately killed it.
Okay.
And I say it like that because, like, honestly, I gave it a million tries.
Yeah, and it just couldn't
Like,
live on
every
its
year, it was false hope after false hope.
own. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, like big, beautiful, like roses, almost the size of my face, and then I would just slowly die every year.
You would take pictures of them every time.
I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, did you come equipped with any fun topics you wanted to talk about, Banana?
Mostly to just remind you that I was going to make burgers with avocado and tomato, and I got some really sharp raw cheddar cheese.
Okay.
I love a sharp cheese.
Banana is afraid
Yeah.
of turkey burgers.
I didn't used to be, but it was like the last thing that I ate before I caught whatever cold you had. But
Oh,
it was
yeah.
but I had it like weeks before you did, and it took me out, and I blamed it on the turkey burger.
Yeah, she's like,
You always want to point fingers at the last thing that happened to you. or
Right?
that
Exactly. I
you
was like,
ate.
well, yeah, I was feeling fine, and I ate that turkey burger that I made for myself.
so I always say that Banana has banana theories. Like anytime something happens, she has to know how or why.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I remember one time
The inner workings. How did this come to be?
One time I got kinda sick, and we'd both gone to Cantina, and you were like, I remember you touched the table
Dude, that's a
before they
legit
came
theory.
out and wiped it down, and I didn't touch the table.
Back me
'cause
up.
I
That's
knew-
a real theory. Like I watched him touch the table
yeah. You're like,
at Cantina.
but I knew not to
before-
touch
What is
it.
this explaining? I don't know.
How he got super sick that night.
Oh, yeah.
And I
there's
was like,
some-
you
something
touched
to that.
the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always came from something. But so I was the last one to get the cold that the three of us had. So which one of us? Who was the first one? Who started this cold?
I think
Banana.
it was Banana, but also other people that we know.
Yeah, I mean it's just going around.
So
I never know that I ever have anything because my symptoms are always just extreme tiredness, but I don't have I'm not like, oh guys, I have a runny nose. Oh, I have a cough. Oh, I have a this.
yeah, it
So
was
then I-
really achy. That was the thing I felt the
It was
most.
so
I
weirdly
didn't even feel that. I
sore.
just felt like
Yeah.
incredibly tired. Maybe I haven't even gotten it.
Oh God. hopefully it's no more.
Add resin. 8 on YouTube. Said as Pete wipes his nose.
Well, wait, what is wipe?
As
my
Pete
nose is
wipe-
very itchy. Oh well, okay.
The
I
blank
mean, I wasn't like
husband
picking
Wipes
on
on
and
Twitch.
Twitch
itches.
said it. Gloonsfo won 100%.
Why is my voice
I
is?
think Barry the Sponge.
Sunrose 8 on Twitch.
Banana hates
Said Pete
this.
spent like 40 minutes this episode talking about micro PP BTW.
It's true. We started the show
You missed
talking
the
about.
best part of the show.
I told you about the guy Michael Phillips whose wee wee was 0.38
Oh
inches.
my god. Okay, so anyways, I'm not making it up. I'm about to put burgers on the grill.
All
Should
right.
I maybe put this down and I'll go do that, and then you can do your goodbyes?
Okay. Did you figure out what the yellow flavor was, by the way?
It's got to be like a banana pineapple or something.
Just banana, just regular banana flavor.
I did like it, but it's just like too much for
She said it's like a cavity waiting to happen.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, love everybody. Thank you.
It's the banana hit and run.
Gotta go. Otherwise, we're not gonna eat for a long time.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to our non-turkey burgers.
Plus, I'm not exactly camera ready here. I got my pool hair chlorine thing going on.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody. I mean, bye, banana.
Goodbye.
Sunrose 8
I
says,
am looking forward to getting our burgers with
Good
our
luck
fresh
with the
tomatoes.
burgers.
This says good luck with the burgers. All right. Thanks, banana.
I don't need luck. I'm good.
All right. She's I don't need luck. I'm good, she says. All right. Should we wrap it up
YT
and
says said hi.
Yes.
get ready for
Wrap her up.
our burgers? Let me see if I can
Edwin Diston
find.
says hope you guys enjoy your burgers.
I've been using some different outro music if I can find it. There we go. Kind of like rocks us
Thanks,
out.
blind husband.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Not just Blocks, who dropped a small fortune on us tonight and got some Blind Penguin frothing hand soap. I really hope you all like the.
8 says bye banana raw.
I hope you all like the Bye, Bentea. The commercial that I put out tomorrow, there's a crazy amount of effort that I put into it. It's not just a commercial, it's a piece of art. I will not be doing the live show tomorrow morning. There's no show tomorrow morning. I have to do voiceover work, so I'll be back on Friday morning. We can all hang out early AM a Friday morning. Brooks, aka the guy beneath me. Thanks for being here tonight.
Of course. Thanks everyone for coming in. Great to see everybody.
That pause in the music freaks me out every time.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why it's there. But thanks everybody. I love